me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacerán otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a frontear, pregúntale al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden válvulas.
We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
They don't see the greatness till you show them you the man. They feeling up.
Alek Manoah is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Striding in is Josh Harrison, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And now the first pitch. First pitch of the night here is taken for ball one as we are underway in Toronto.
First pitch, 7:07.
The 1-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Starling Marte waits on deck. Harrison in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
The 3-1. To the left side, but it's well foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Harrison is retired, and there's one away. Now at the plate is Starling Marte. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
The 2-1 home. Just getting started at the Rogers Centre. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
To short. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at-bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit poor pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Now here's the first offering as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1-1 the count now. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here comes the 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Simeon has got it, and the side is retired. One left for Oakland, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Sean Manaea is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things you'll notice right away, a unique arm delivery. He throws from that low three-quarter arm slot. Changeup is his best secondary pitch. He's a guy that needs to throw strikes early. When he's throwing strikes, he'll get swings and misses. And with that unique arm angle that he throws from, it's really hard for hitters to lay off that letter-high fastball.
Ready now is George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses, ball one. The 1-0 home. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes in with an average of .265. 32 home runs and 77 RBIs. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
1-2 now. From the stretch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's safe. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
You know, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back, you take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
He enters play here at 288, 21 homers and 79 RBIs. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. To Lowry at the bag. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. New inning set to get underway, and that means Matt Chapman will dig into the plate.
Matt Chapman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
That is good. The right fielder is a trouble. Mark Cannon.
No one on with 1 down, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canna. First pitch on its way. 1 out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Tony Kemp. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. The average coming in, 257. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. Now the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
3-0 pitch is taken. Strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 3-2 pitch. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. It remains 1-0. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to left, number 23 for him thus far, as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He'll come in here at 263, 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
A wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker, 2-1. Manaea has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So the next to bat will be Lourdes Gurriel. And now the first pitch. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Comes set and the 0-1. Grichuk stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Kevin.
Now it'll be Kevin Smith, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's George Springer. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We've played two. It's now 2-0 Blue Jays. And stepping in, Yan Gomes, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
First pitch coming, here it is. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So it's back to the top of the order now. And the ever-versatile Josh Harrison digs in. First offering on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They trail it here 2-0.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Marcus Semien is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Semien, a California-born ball player. He's a 9-year Major League vet. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Hard hit ball to second, taken there by Lowry. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now to bat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Now the 2-0.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. A payoff pitch one more time. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch of the AB on its way. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. Here's the first pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And a slider's in for a strike. It's 2-2. Fouled away. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Jed Wiley.
First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you've got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And here's a slider for a called strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail things here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First offering on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Now the 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Gurriel doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Center fielder, Randall Griffith.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. He swings and grounds it to short. To Lowry at the bag. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side.
I win.
Jays add one more on the solo home run. We're through four. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays.
My energy, my enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in.
Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, Matt.
First offering.
Yeah. 0-1.
High in the air down the right field line. Hernandez is in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, Mark.
And now here is Mark Canha, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Too hot.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to right. Hernandez is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
The left fielder.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. And the A's are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. I get it. I got it. I'm good. I'm about it. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Middle of the night at Rogers Center. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the A's 1. I got it. I'm good. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Kevin Smith.
The third baseman, Kevin.
Now here's the first offering. Smith, originally from New York State. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. In there, 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. 1-2, here it comes. And this is swung on and hit to Lowry at second. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. George Springer the next to hit, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Here's the pitch. And he misses low with it, 2-0. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 home. Full count now, 3-2. And that misses for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next, here is Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on the way.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Springer leads off first with one away. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And it's still 3-1. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And he fouls this one off. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Josh Harrison. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Here's the 0-1.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider's still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the left fielder. Still going back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. Number 10 for him on the year. And the A's have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
In now, Matt Olson. Fouled away. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
2 out, nobody on. Count remains 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Taylor Saucedo takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Standing in now, Jed Lowry. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and they take the lead. It's gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they take the lead 4-3. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here now the 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Swung on and chopped to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the A's 4, the Blue Jays 3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
This is foul right side.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time, 1-2.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about
a swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those 6-pack kind of games, D-Roll. 6 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, just missed execution, bad pitching. There's going to be a lot of guys running some extra poles after this one.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Number 60 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. No outs, nobody on. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Two and 1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Popped up. Chapman over to his left. He's got it 1 away. So with 1 away, time for a check of our current division standings. And you can see these guys trail by 4 games in the division race entering play today. Up next, Teoscar Hernandez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now the pitch. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Alejandro Kirk is on deck. The 3-1 pitch.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan Plesac, somebody please stop the bleeding. This pitching staff on both sides are getting absolutely embarrassed.
This is one of those days, D-Row, when you're sitting watching this game as a bullpen. You see this starting to unfold on both sides of the plate. This is one as a bullpen guy. You're sitting out there going, oh, Mr. Wizard, I don't want to be a pitcher today.
Still only one out in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kenna is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Next, it'll be Lourdes Gurriel. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Athletics 4. And now, Mark Canha, third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Mark Canha.
First pitch on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Saucedo, a 6'5" left-hander. This is his first year at the big league level. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Popped him up. Guerrero has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in next, Tony Kemp. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as we are all tied at 5. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. D-Row, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
Trevor Richards comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Now that catcher.
To the plate now, Yan Gomes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Grounded back up the middle, taken in by Simeon. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Next, it'll be Elvis Andrus. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here it comes.
Whoa, that's down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover.
Well, you know he didn't get cheated right there. He swung so hard he lost the bat. Gotta believe he's going to get some jabs and take some heat when he gets back to the dugout.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and we are all tied 5-5. Now into the box, Rendell Gritchick. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The center fielder, Rendell Gritchick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Too high, 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Lowry's got it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, third base.
Now at the plate here is Kevin Smith. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the AB now. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Here comes the 1-2. Now here's a drive out to right center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Into the box, George Springer. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Number 17 for him on the season, and they take a 7-5 lead. Wow, 9 home runs. D-Row, Dan, when's the last time you saw a power performance like this from 2 competing teams?
Matty V, I can't ever recall 9 home runs in the game, D-Row. This has been a case of bad pitching, good hitting, and guys getting pitches to hit and not missing.
Yeah, Dan, we got to love on both offenses right now. I don't think if you paid the price of admission for a ticket in the last decade, you're seeing a combined 9 home runs hit.
Yasmero Petit takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
10, second baseman, Marcus.
Stepping in now,
Semien.
Marcus Semien, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Andrus has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. He's set and the pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here it comes on 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the A's 5. Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Josh Harrison. First pitch coming, here it is. And a ball 1-0. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Adam Simber gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th. Here's Starling Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a one-run game, 7-6 now. This has been a staggering display of power hitting here today, guys. I can't remember the last time I saw a performance like this. 10 combined home runs.
Matty V, this is historic. 10 bombs in one game, hero. Are you kidding me?
It's so hard to hit a baseball, Dan. Probably the hardest thing to do in all of sport. And for these teams to combine for 10 home runs between the two of them is really historic.
Matt Olson comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next up is Jed Lowry. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And that ends the inning. But not before they're able to at least get one back on the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the A's 6. Stepping up is Bo Bichette. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
In now, Alejandro Kirk, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next to bat for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Hernandez at third with 2 away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Line to the right side. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now an 8-6 game. The tag, and he is out. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. We've played 8 full. The Jays are out in front, 8-6. Jordan Romano comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Still ranging back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. And it's now an 8-7 ball game.
Well, you just don't think about what might have been, but you sure wish he didn't give up that run in the bottom of the 8th. If he didn't surrender that one there, this would be a tie game. Be that as it may, they may have some momentum now. We'll see what they can do with it.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mark Canha.
So now it's Mark Canha, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Romano, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Slider laid off for a ball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Two-two, here it is. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The left fielder, number 5,
Tony Kemp gets another chance at the plate here as we look back at both of his home runs in this one. The second coming back in the 7th. First pitch of the AB on its way, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Well, a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping in once again is Yan Gomes. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making them work for this one.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Standing in now, Elvis Andrus, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it comes now to Andrus.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Last strike now for Oakland. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Trevor Richards gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Jordan Romano records the save, his 16th of the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 6 men on base. For the Athletics, 7 runs, 7 hits. No errors, they left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Good.